What's up, Imperians? This is Naka. So today I'm going to go over real quickly the tank changes to 1.8 and also the nerf that the rail tank was hit with during a hotfix that happened a few days after the update. So there's a cool little strategy you can use for ambush so you don't get shot in the face right away, is to cloak up. Just have a cloaking suit set up. It's pretty nice for hiding to call it your tank. Another thing with your tank, the tank cap that happened during the hotfix. For ambush, you can only have 2 tanks in, or 2 vehicles in per side. So it prevents the tank spam. But basically, you can't call it in if there's another RDV right near you. It'll say vehicle denied. So what you have to do is you have to go to hit the button as soon as that RDV leaves, so you don't get capped out immediately. So there's another thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna read straight from here. We're looking at a reduction in the armor hardening and the shield hardening. So for the armor hardener, we have 40% to 25% resistance. So that's alright. And then 60 to 40 for the shield hardener, which makes that damage mod changes that were done in 1.8. That makes that so it's kind of close to where it was before for how much AV damage is done to a vehicle, but it's a little bit above the bar. So AV it's right about where it should be, I think, balance wise. So they're not too oppressive, but they're also not too under, like you can't just sit there and tank them, like you gotta run away. So good balance, I think. Although I do think that the whole reduction in vehicles spawned in an ambush is a little too small. I'm thinking they could have done just tanks as its own number as a vehicle cap, instead of doing just the whole vehicle thing, because you're gonna have blue dots. They're gonna call in LAVs and stuff like that. So what'll end up happening is the enemy team will get tanks, and your team will have LAVs. Like you can get screwed over in that. So I think they should totally do LAV has its own number, and tanks have their own number, and dropships have their own number, depending on the game mode. I'm sure they could fuck that up somehow. So anyways, there was another nerf done to the rail tank, and the railgun turret range was reduced from 600 to 300. This isn't going to affect my strategy much, although I did find myself in some skirmish matches, going and basically watching the tank go across an open field to get to the battlefield, and I couldn't shoot him because I was like, crap, he's out of my range. So I just waited until he got to me and shot him when he was close, which is, I mean, again, that's not affecting my strategy, but what's great about that is it prevents people from sitting in a red line and just shooting at drop ships. Essentially, it only benefits, I think, drop ships. And there's another thing I noticed is that I don't get blindsided by red line shit. Like the installation turrets don't kill me because because I'm usually never close enough to the red line to get killed by the automatic shooting system. So that's definitely a good update. I mean, although it is a little annoying sometimes to have to wait and look, and I don't know, that's more tactical though. I mean, if I see something I really want to kill it, but whatever. So there's another small little change, and that's a small railgun that was reduced from 300 to 200. They didn't need to change it, but they did just to make for it to make sense. If the small railgun has the same range as the large railgun, that'd be weird. But the large blasters they seem like they're a little more useful, I guess, considering that they are that the shields and the armor have less resistance. So You know, you can still get, it's easier to get kills with it, but it's also easier to get kills with the railgun. So they're now really powerful because, you know, there's the shield and armor resistance is lower, so they didn't change the damage mods on the railgun, so it does the same, you know, base damage, and you can actually two-shot vehicles now with the highest settings. So you know, they could have changed the damage, but I don't know. Range is good, but that brings it to a kind of, I don't know, if you come in range, you're dead. If you stay out of range, you're good. I don't know if that's good for tactics or what, but I'm still getting a feel for it, and, you know, so on. But if you like this video, you know, like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about railguns and if this is a good or bad nerf. I think it's good for, you know, anyone who isn't a redline railgun tanker, but yeah. Well then, I'll see you guys later. Peace.